How's it going, everybody? My name is Sai, and today we're checking King 810's La Petite Mort, or A Conversation with God out. Now, this one I've been actually pretty hyped for. I've had a couple King 810 songs, 810, 810, I don't know, 810 songs brought over to my stream. I thought they were very diverse and really fucking interesting, but also, for certain ones, crushingly fucking heavy. And honestly, it's been the kind of week where we could do with a little crushing heaviness, so definitely looking forward to this. I don't really know a whole lot about the band. Like I said, I didn't know about them before my streams, so this is all kind of new territory for me. So we're just gonna hop right in with no more bullshit and see what we think. This guy's going a little demented. Already, okay. God damn, dude. Just the way that is mixed is so foreboding. These guitars fill everything. It's just this savage fucking onslaught. Some tape effects, okay. We're off to a fucking start now, aren't we? Yes, this is very brutal. I have a feeling this is going to be very personal, too. Cleanly transition, okay.
To the truth, God made me in his image. Who the fuck made you? I sound like this because the devil has my throat. I make your insides shift. That is my gift. The talent I have, I paid for in blood. I can tell you about things you'll die never.
Different way to flex for sure.
I can take you places
Flex.
never
Flex.
go. Through with your ass, bitch. I am the powers that be.
Ugh, so fucking feral, dude. God damn.
You wanna carry this curse? You wanna feel someone's soul leave their body through their knife wounds? I make your insides shift.
The way he's revisiting this part, but with even more aggression somehow than the first time.
I paid for in blood. Bitch, I am the powers that be.
This is definitely somebody who's fought to be where he is, and he kind of almost sees himself as a little superior because of it. Or maybe not even that, but just people who try to be where he is without the work, inferior. That's very much my struggles make me attitude. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh boy, it's getting worse. Alright. It's interesting. The full stop to that beat before the riff continues. Very interesting.
Understand what hell's like. Devil use my voice. Try and explain to them that I didn't have a choice. And they have never slept outside in the cold. Like cheated and stole. And begged for its end. When the wind blows, it hurts. And when they touch me,
Ooh, that's eerie as fuck, dude. Holy shit.
Hell is hot and I'm not fit for life on earth. Go to hell and I tell them give my people back.
That's the interesting take on Lost there.
Back now, I'm gonna take your hands, press them both together and
Sacrilegious rage, basically.
pray for his forgiveness. You can't help who you love, cause you have never put a gun on a man. Squeeze as many times as you can till it locks up and jams.
Fuck.
What's this? Oh,
There's even like little subtle elements here, like almost like a creepy horror organ there. Such an unsettling track, dude. Okay. Keeping that build-up tension. Where now we're playing it even here.
hell is hot and I'm not fit for life on earth. Go to hell and I tell them give my people back.
The rawness of this guy's fucking screams. Like, it just sounds like he's just ripping his fucking throat apart. It's so emotional and just gripping. I can't help but be a little bit concerned for him, but my god, dude, is it not effective? If it's not effective. Gotta learn to talk someday. Oh. Oh man. And then just that kind of solemn piano to fade out there. Oh, jeez.
I'm finally back home. Handguns and drug runs, and I'm not on my own. I'm surrounded by dead ones, all with vendettas. All with vendettas. All with vendettas. That's 100,000 people in me, all with vendettas.
I press my hands together and pray that God will understand.
This fucking sampling's interesting. I really like that sampling, actually. They added a lot of different filters to it to let it fit into the mix and added the chaos. Some good shit.
I am drawn to those that I can share the struggle with. And there's collective consciousness and fractal systematics. I am the I am, and I created everything. I see in formulas the 0 point, my entrainment, phyllotaxis patterns, universal disenchantment.
Okay.
All things past and present, space and time.
These lyrics are painting a clearer picture here. I'm very curious here. It feels like he's going... This character is almost like... not even this character, maybe it's a person too. It's very omnipotent seeming. You know? There's less of a human and just more like a otherworldly spirit of fucking just malice almost. You know, he's referring to himself as God here. Earlier he's referring to himself as like death incarnate. Like, this is fucking real brutality. No amount of fucking gurgling or fucking deathcore shit can top just the level of raw brutality that this has been so far. It's just, the subject matter and everything is just so fucking real and so fucking dark and impressive that it's like, it really swallows you up, but it's all so far very excellent.
I wake up and put my gun on, think about my loved ones, wonder how it got like this. And I'm writing letters to the victims' kids, and they say, sorry for your loss, but I too am a dead man. And you can try to kill me, it won't do a damn thing. Cause they keep dancing, and they keep dancing. 1 and 2 and bear away. 2 and 3 and assembly.
Those plucked fucking strings. So much tension, dude.
Bear away. Bear
Majestic as fuck, okay.
I'll live forever through these words. They keep on dancing, 'cause they keep dancing, and they keep dancing.
These string sections are so interesting, because nothing has sounded like this so far on this album. It's been like a lot of chugging guitars and just brutal, punishing metal bordering on deathcore, and fucking here we are now, playing with strings and grand fucking almost climatic vibes here, but oh, we're just getting started.
Tonight we dance, 'cause tomorrow wasn't promised and we never had a chance.
Fuck, that's good.
Tonight we dance, 'cause tomorrow
So fucking huge and powerful, dude. That's fucking so foreboding, dude. It feels like something already awful has already happened, but it feels like something else is gonna happen. Like, this is definitely storytelling at its finest in album form here. At least I hope it's fictional, because this is
The trauma model.
exceptionally dark.
No defined genetic abnormality, all within a range of normal.
I predict rain, and that's
So what we're seeing is an understandable reaction to trauma from the environment. Then we've got to start looking at your overall...
Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
a child laid alone, couldn't sleep, she toss and turn, fidget.
Every fucking riff is like a storm.
She wasn't burned, and her father had
Like, it is just so immense and powerful.
took her further
And
than any college.
fucking scary, honestly.
The boy like the most. Since he found her body, he just sits out on the coast, all alone with the ocean's bones, skipping stones with her ghost. And that's
Your mother died 3 years ago.
It's the motherfucking boogeyman. I dropped to my knees and pray that I could change my ways.
Ooh, that's fucking weird. It sounds like he's kind of just sitting out my window right now. The crunching gravel.
It's a game where two kids fight over
I'm off to go bury a body now.
loser slain. You best be man enough to squeeze the gun right in his heart, 'cause his head won't always get it done.
The alternate paradigm that I subscribe to is called the trauma model.
More chaos, just those samples have not stopped. They're just mixing it with the guitars and making this fucking wretched, chaotic mess. God, I'd say it's like filthy, but I don't even want to glorify that aspect of it because it's so just like raw and emotional and dark that, yeah, it's filthy for sure, but it's filthy because it's got this realness to it, you know? Like, even though it's a little crazy with, like, how much death is being spoken about, how much murder is being represented here, it's like, it feels like something
Thank God
that this
here's a
person's
place
actually been
in
through,
hell. Just no one
which is worrying.
in a 6 square mile cell. Handgun in my hand, shooting at the other kids, but you wouldn't understand. See, none of us have fathers. Well, our fathers weren't a man. It was
Okay.
a woman called our mother, and we would struggle and war left me nerves of steel, and I don't feel much anymore. And love is just a word that I say, and I can't live it 'cause I see people get killed all day. I was born to die here in Flint, and I haven't done that yet, so in turn I ain't done shit but
Okay.
lie here naked in the tub.
So there, that's why the realness is there. It's like fucking life in the slums kind of
motherfucker. It just
Probably
wasn't
gang life.
happening. I just wanna shoot and bring your body back to Michigan.
Well, these demented fucking spoken word segments.
They get killed for that evening.
A dark stripped down subwoofer bass. A kick right there. Nothing but low end sound there. So stripped down and fucking creepy, dude.
Tell them the whole story. Tell them you surround yourself with ill intentions. I'm a rolling stone, and my daddy's not around, and my mama ain't home. And I was
So this is an interesting pivot point for this album because, like, we've been given a rundown of how monstrous this person is, how violent his life is, and this song's really clarifying the details, you know, talking about his family style, his life, where he lives, the world around him. It's a really illuminating song here, which is fucking, by the way, from an album perspective, from a structure perspective, this is as good as it gets. Like, holy shit. God, those gasping breaths, dude. Oh shit, here we go.
It easy to do.
Oh, God, it's so good and so horrible at the same time. Jesus Christ. This is so fucking dark. I mean, I knew it was gonna get pretty fucking brutal. Because, like I said, I've heard a couple songs. I think one of them might have been off this album. But, wasn't prepared. Oh. That just completely destroyed noise there.
Our neighborhood,
Bitter sound to that.
things we thought were wrong, and it's, you know.
I ain't going back again.
I think this is the song I've heard.
I ain't going back again to that state of mind.
Yes.
Where I was ignorant.
Yeah, this is the
It was
song I've heard.
wartime, and I thought I could save all of us if I wrote one line, you know, the right line. And fuck it, just tell them the truth. Tell them no man can take nothing from you. Tell them your skin is too thick and you'll die about this. They don't possess the spirit you do. Close your eyes and count to 10. Honestly, this is as honest as I've been. So I'll try speaking to the public like we're friends. I ain't going back again. I ain't going back again.
No chat or anything. I really get to sit here, just appreciate all the elements of this song. And its placement makes it even better than it was when I first heard it, too.
I ain't going back again to that dope house where we slept together because it was cold out in the open oven, heat the whole house.
It's like the fucking
On the kitchen floor with
diary of somebody who's just
three handguns, but we
committed a
swore
fucking
even
mass
more.
murder.
We were at war when we'd haul water by the bucket back
This
to
is
our
the
home.
post-mortem.
We'd heat the water and we'd talk for hours. We were unapproachable and desperate, and we were dangerous. Where our city would love us and think highly of us, not hate us, cause it didn't change a thing. I'm still David, I'm still King. Honestly, this is as honest as I've been. Truthfully, I
Beginning to wonder if I was wrong. Beginning to wonder if this is actually real. It is a real account of this guy's life. The added personal bits here are not making him as much of a mythical creature, you know? It's grounding him in reality here, and it's a very real reality for a lot of people. I just don't think I've ever heard it addressed so honestly and brutally. So it makes it so unsettling. So cinematic, dude. Just so fucking emotional and yeah, just dark. I just keep saying dark, dude. It really is just darkness fucking incarnate, the album. Really gotta be in a mindset for this one. Let me tell you, it's not gonna make your day brighter at all. Ooh, that's... those chanting children with the different electronic effects on it and being cut and mixed like that.
It's the motherfucking boogeyman. Push your
Hope he's
hands
back.
together.
Here we go.
Pray to whoever. If there's no masks on our faces, then we came for your life. Tell God, bring the suffering. I can take whatever he sends. My bones are stone.
That building guitar in the right channel was amazing too, by the way.
Built for war, I'm the beginning and the end. I am the alpha and omega. Close your eyes and count it.
Yep, here we go. He was honest for a bit, and now
This could be the day that
time for this shit to get real. Yeah, I've never heard of Trick Trick, but that's a fucking passage right there. Oh. I just fit really well with that fucking heavy shit, dude. Oh, we still going? All right.
this ain't the time or the place. We don't speak where we're from, we put guns in your face. I'm not your partner or friend. If they move, they don't see their families again. Fuck what is right, I came to die. It's war time. It's war time. Violence took my family.
God, it was almost like those kids are cheering him on. That was so fucking dark. God damn, dude. Suddenly pretty synths and cleans? What the fuck? Okay. Back alley blues sound, damn. Thought the record skipped, that was interesting.
I've lived poor and I've lived well and I've lived in jail. All of it felt about the same.
Production here is fucking outstanding. Just the little elements like the rolling synth. And then kind of the xylophone jingle here.
Stood in front of 15,000 and sang my songs.
Sax attack again? Why, this is a different type of sax attack, you know? Usually when I hear them bust out the sax, it's like, hey, saxophone, fun times. This is that dark, moody, emotional shit here, you know? A little chaotic and morose, you know? Really gives you that kind of rainy back alley in New York feeling. Even though I realize, you know, this is about Michigan, but still.
I've seen phenomena, miracles, small march. It didn't really move me like you'd think.
That's a fucking real line right there.
Child,
That line hurt, dude. Because, you know, there's something to be said for that, man. You see all these romanticized things on TV and you think, oh man, what if that happened in front of me? And when you do see something horrible, when it does really happen, it almost doesn't register, you know? That's the creepy thing about it. Like, it doesn't really sink in right away. It doesn't really move you. That line was powerful enough for me to talk over the rest of the song, clearly. Very interesting how this album has panned out. It went from just non-stop heaviness to it's still heavy in a different way, but it's taking a few genres in there. It's become a lot more of a somber, atmospheric affair rather than the rage incarnate that was the beginning. So like everything was like, so we established this guy here as this, you know, this figment of rage, this murderous monster. We gave him a background. We understand, you know, he comes from Flint. You know, really shitty background. You know, father either left or was a shitty dad. You know, this is a horrible way to live. You gotta fucking kill to stay alive. And after we were done giving him that humanity, we had that one song where it seemed like it was active. It was like a shooting, like a gang shooting or something. It was like an actual fight, a war on the streets. And now we're almost in mourning. We're almost like in this remorseful reflection right after the fact. And I think we're still going to keep going because there's those fucking jazzy instruments again. It's mixed so well, though. It's so powerful and filling. I say jazzy, it's dark blues, but, you know.
This devilish thing,
Syntax and all that.
and it makes her sing.
I want to say I've heard this song on stream too, but it's still very powerful here. It's interesting, though. I feel like the subject has turned a little bit left. Now we're talking about relationship stuff. Oh, was that maybe that was the girl in the last song, though.
More of Fitzgerald,
Met her, maybe.
more of Hemingway, more of Thoreau.
Kind of sharing about their life, and now they're
Keeps me
having their affair here. Interesting.
this devilish thing.
Twists, turns. Maybe I'm overthinking it, I don't know.
And she feels like brimstone.
Clean fucking guitar, dude. Clean fucking guitar. It's really fucking nice. God, all the elements here are done so fucking well. They're done equally as well as those brutal heavy bits, which is impressive because these are two very different vibes, you know. None of them are pleasant. This is somber. Despite the fact that it's a little bit more upbeat and cleaner, it's just got this air of sadness to it. This air of darkness to it. You know. Nothing's quite right with this. It's really nice. Whoop! Jesus fucking Christ. All this talk about fucking killing and violence, and I still wasn't ready for that. Okay. What next?
You rode side by side through the night.
Okay, so is this like his friend? Not his girlfriend anymore.
We'll run together tonight.
If they're scared of losing their life, just kill them. Just kill them. Just kill them. Do you remember I made you a woman when you were a girl?
Tonight.
It's a very interlude track, unless something goes off here, but I feel like we're bridging to the final song of the album. And the album is not going to end on a positive note. The mixing here again, the vocal effects, kind of filling you like the ears of demons. Just stepping up the distortion on his voice.
Not that which the eye can see, but that whereby the eye can see. Know that to be Brahman the eternal, not what people hear.
God damn, it's so fucking eerie and creepy, man. Attaching these fantastical elements to something so brutal and real. It's a juxtaposition that you don't easily forget.
Sick of following.
Sit down near me. I want nothing from you. I'm not here to lead. You know they keep us locked in these cages. They want to keep us fighting over races. You know this cause they show this if you look to the past. So you should know that this time won't last. So when that day comes, will we pick up our guns or roll over and be had like we've always done? Lord forgive me, I'm not helping much at all. If they come
building strings.
blood to paint the walls.
Fuck, alright, brace yourself.
Trying just to pray, but I won't leave until I'm done with what I came here to say. Slavery is very much alive and well. You used to make an angel smile. The boy that stabbed you, do you remember his eyes? Do you think the day
Fucking Christ, the mixing on his... Ah!
his family
His voice is just right in your fucking ears, dude.
wish I could have told him we're both fighting to survive.
Circus spear to the ribs. You can take one too. Remember that when they crucify you. It's the most horrific story that we've heard today, and it's death painted on a child's face, and there's eyes. Big Brother's watching over me, and I still hear the sounds.
Jesus.
Et compter jusqu'à 10.
Fuck.
I woke today, someone new. My eyes weren't heavy, there wasn't pain through and through. I found matter moves through me, there's nothing a
You've
man
risen
can
above
do to
something.
me, and I'm finally on my way back home.
Oh fuck! What the? That's it, isn't it? That was the end of the album. Okay, that was oh my god. That was La Petite Mort, or A Conversation with God by King 810. And that was fucking brutal in every sense of the word. More so than I was expecting, more so than I was prepared for, more so than I've ever been used to in music. And there's a thing that makes it brutal, okay? So, I gotta tell you, I've heard some fucked up shit in lyrics before, okay? You know, if you've heard things like Infant Annihilator, things like that, you hear things like babies being decapitated, or fucking people being disemboweled and their entrails are fucked, or something horrible like that. None of it comes quite close to what we experienced here, for one reason. All that's kind of fantastical and all that shit that, you know, doesn't generally happen. These are all just being written for shock value, you know what I mean? This isn't shock value. This is real. This is feelings and struggles that somebody goes through, and even though it is elevated to extremes, it's such a believable subject that it really kind of pulls you in, and it makes you feel dark and dirty with it. It's putting you in the mind of a gang killer, essentially, or somebody who kills on the streets to stay alive or to prosper, make their name known. They use power to keep themselves and their people safe. And when you fuck with their people, shit happens. And I imagine that is what happened at the end of me and Maxine when the gunshots went off. La Petite Mort, I believe, is the little death, if I believe correctly. Now, I don't know much about French, so I could be wrong. However, the reason I kind of feel confident in that translation is there's a lot of themes of children in this. At first it was a little unsettling because it sounded like he was killing children, but then I realized it isn't him, an adult, killing children. It's kids killing kids. It's boys killing kids. Gang violence. Boys be boys, all that kind of shit you hear. And, it's kids whose families have abandoned them, who live in hard places such as, the slums, your Comptons, your Flints. And that's what they have to do to survive, man, because if you don't play along with it, if you're not tough, you're meat, basically. And even then, honestly, just so many people get caught in the crossfire of these things. Innocents die all the time. It's some scary fucking shit. And the fact that it's being addressed so really from the perspective of somebody who's committed some of these killings is fucking scary. I don't know if the singer of this band actually was part of that life, or this is a story piece. That much I don't know enough to say for certain. However, what I can say is from a storytelling aspect, this album is fucking flawless. They could have easily degraded into the Stomp Festival once again after they had that little brief intermission, but they didn't really. They kept it in different moods after the first brutal opening. And that was really helpful for the story of it, because it really... You got the menacing part out of the way. You got that this guy's a fucking monster, that he thinks he's, godly among these people, or that he's the king of his own reality. You got that, and then you went for a different vibe afterwards to kind of fill in the rest of the blanks in this world that we've had built here. And it's some fucking masterful shit. I listen to a lot of progressive music. Obviously, I got the Coheed album behind me and shit like that. But I don't think I've heard a concept that cleanly executed in an album, at least in a very long time. But that's about as good as it gets, honestly. I felt fully immersed in the story. I felt like even though there's some things I'm not totally clear on, I knew exactly what was going on. And even going into this, I didn't even know it was going to be like that. I didn't know it was going to be this kind of storytelling thing. So that alone says a lot. I didn't do any prior research, and I kind of feel like I have this pretty well figured out. You guys will correct me down below, obviously, if I don't. So that brings me to the music then. The music's fucking outstanding too, because it's all kind of servicing the mood and the story of the album. It's all servicing the structure. You don't got a whole lot of chugs for the sake of chugs, breakdowns for the sake of breakdowns. Everything is matching the emotion of what's going on, and the tools being used to match that emotion are excellent as well. The guitars are mixed to be fucking deafening, pounding. The drums, fucking gunshots going off right beside your head. His screams are incredibly raw and feral. They kind of remind me of Landon Tours from The Plot in You. It's got that same kind of wild animal mixed with a human sound. It's less of a trained thing and more just an agonized fucking noise that somebody has made out of pure anger. And that is really intense to behold. The two guests on this, I know one of them says Trick Trick. I don't know what the other one is. There is a woman singing in one song. She added a lot of really tense and creepy atmosphere despite having a really nice, pretty voice. The way she said the things that she said and the different inflections she used really helped build that tension and that creepiness. There's a lot of creepiness in this. It's almost like a horror movie in certain points. And then Trick, he had like kind of like a rap section, but it was super aggressive and it fit in with the music very well, despite not being outright screaming. Very great fit for this. Everything here is this done so well that it's getting a little bit harder to pinpoint specific things to talk about. But those are the things that stood out to me. I loved the melancholy blues bits towards the end. I loved just how brutal and fucking relentless it was to start. But it's not really like a pit opener. It's like fucking you just sit there and you just suck it in because it's so fucking miserable. Like that's just really what it comes down to. It's really miserable subject matter, and you don't get honesty like that very often in metal, especially in heavier genres where like deathcore-ish genres. I wouldn't even call this metalcore. There's not enough clean singing on the heavy tracks. Like the heavy tracks are purely fucking heavy. So I don't think I'd want to closet this into any genre. It's just metal, you know? And you get a lot of, you know, bravado, a lot of showing off, a lot of irreverent lyrics. And when you get honesty, it's usually like vulnerability, you know, depression, things like that. This wasn't very vulnerable. This was very raw, unprocessed fucking anger, survival, and ultimately at the end, someone just being fucking cold and dead to the world and the things that they've done. Which is kind of what you have to do to survive. Like I said earlier, you know, when something happens in front of you, you don't really process it right away. I think that's a survival mechanism, honestly, because if you did, you would just go into shutdown on the spot, I feel like. And yeah, so I'm starting to kind of ramble a little bit, but ultimately this fucking album's incredible. That's why it's got me talking so much. But I'm gonna back down and let y'all, you know, listen to the album on your own, enjoy it if you haven't. Let me know what you guys thought down in the comments about my thoughts or the album itself. And yeah, if you like this, obviously go buy it. I'm going to leave any links that I can find down in the description below. As for me, if you like this, please like my video. Give me a subscribe if you'd like. I plan to do these album videos every week. Sometimes I might mix in an EP in the middle of the week as well, but it kind of just depends on my editing schedule. I'll usually try to fit them while I can. I have a Discord where I post my schedule, and Twitch where you can bring in songs for me to react to. You'll see the highlights filling in the space in between albums, and these are also great places to kind of get me clued into albums like this, which I wouldn't have found out if it wasn't for my Twitch viewers. So I really do appreciate you guys, by the way. And even if you don't want to make that kind of commitment and you're just passing through, hey, thank you so much for watching this far. Love you guys so much. And that's it for me. Take care.